Hey, everybody. Welcome to the pool. Woohoo, we made it. I made it on time. I started on time today. Everybody mark your calendars because we know what that means. I'm getting it under control, guys. It's actually working. It's a little windy today, but it's working, baby. Yeah, it's working. I hope everybody is having a amazing day. Let's do a little roll call. Please share with the world. Oops, wait a moment. I bet you can hear me a lot better now, can't you? I forgot to put my mic down. Duh. It's roll call time, and thank you so much for sharing it with the world. I appreciate it. Let's just start off by saying hello and welcome to the pool, everybody. Welcome, Tina and Andy Murray. Welcome, Zombified. Early for once. Hey, I'm on time for once. It's a miracle, people. Welcome, Gemma's Journey. Grace, my dear, sweet woman. You know how I adore you. Hang on. Okay, I had to quiet my phone there for a second. Let's not forget to say welcome to JB Quipiter. I got it right this time. And Lady C's Crazy Life Adventures. And of course, Simply Shannon. And the crowd goes wild. Ah! Welcome, guys. Welcome to the pool. I'm so glad. See, I figured it out. If I put the microphone in a spot where it's actually right in front of my face, you guys can hear me. Can you see me better today than you have in the past? I'm just wondering. Let me know in the chat. I have my chat popped out. We have our pool boy here. You guys are earning your Snurf Blat, which I gotta check on because it seems like sometimes that Snurfbat guy, he's moving a little slower than I'd like him to. So I'm gonna check on the rate of how he's giving you Snurfblat. Welcome back, Zombified. Just in time, honey. It is quite windy today. I got lipstick all over my fingers because it was all over my cigarette. Yeah, me too, honey. Me too. Yay! So glad. Thank you. I have lights on me today. I actually broke out the lights and put them on the tripod. I just have to stop looking at them because I'm going to blind myself if I do that. And I still have a headache from yesterday, so I got to be a little easy on myself today and be a little patient with myself today and things like that. That's always fun, right? We always have a good time when we're trying to be patient with ourselves. It's not the easiest thing to do, especially when you get frustrated with limitations and things like that, which I've had that, issue popping up a time or two this week. I'm not going to, it is what it is. I missed you too. Hello, Zion. Welcome to the pool. So, let's see. It is 2:07. I am really I'm in shock. I know, right, Shannon? All it takes is I paid $35 for a light set, and it has filters for it. Hey, oh my God, Double J TV in the house. Welcome to the pool, honey. Long time no see. I have missed you, dear. I know I haven't been able to pop by in a while, and I'm sorry about that. I have to tell you, things have been crazy in a good way, but crazy. So we are here to have a lot of fun today. We are here to go over the week in review and to meet a mermazing. And when I tell you she's mermazing, she's freaking mermazing. Today is the day. If any day you have ever not wanted to miss, today is the day. So Double J, you showed up on the perfect day. Truly. Nobody should be missing this. Thank you, Shannon. I'm so glad because I know that it has been so dark. It's been hard to see me because whenever the sun shines behind me, it doesn't hurt that it's a little gray today, but whenever the sun shines behind me, you guys just see darkness. Hello, Washington County News Station, Utah. Welcome to the pool. I really needed some coffee. Maybe a little more. All right. So, I'm going to give it another 2 minutes. People aren't used to me being on time either. That's a thing. I know that. So the fact that I was on time today, we got to give people a couple minutes to get here because they're used to me showing up at 2:15, 2:30. Thank you. I love it too. I finally, part of it is the microphone. Hello, Ice Rose. Welcome to the pool, honey. The microphone is the one that I got a while back, but I just didn't know how to set it up in a way that you could hear me best, Jump on in, please. Feel free. Cannonballs are welcome too. By the time I come back next week for the next week in review, I am going to make sure 100% that our splash parties are ready to be had. I promise you, they will be in there. We have a new pool boy, by the way. He's in training. He's sort of getting out of training, but he's, he shows up on time now, which is good. Welcome back from the store, and I'm so sorry. I know how it is. Don't push too hard. You push too hard, and you end up like me where you can't walk. So I got to be careful because I've felt those twinges lately, and I know what it means now. So I've been slowing down a little bit and trying to take the time to sit and rest a little more because I know if I don't, we know where we end up. Awesome job, guys. I'm so excited. Everybody's just jumping in the pool and having a blast. And it looks great today, too. It really does. The only problem is really it is a little cold, but we can pretend it's not, right? I did get my bathing suit. I just ordered a new one, and it arrived. Unfortunately, it was not the one that I wanted. Because I think you guys know that when the summer comes, I will probably, 99% likely be streaming from in the pool. Yeah, I'm going to set myself up right next to it. I'll be standing in the pool and just staying cool while I chat with you guys. And I can't wait to do that. Yeah, it gives me energy too. It's why I need it. Oh, by the way, I want to make sure, just in case she's here, I know when Annette Reagan does come, she cannot type in the chat. So, hello, Annette Reagan. Welcome to the pool. Please feel free to just jump right in and have a blast. It's what it's here for, I'm trying to think. Oh, before we go too far and I start the video, I wanted to tell you, if you guys were not aware, that is very cool, Double J. I learned from you and from the lessons, the hard-learned lessons. A lot of times it's usually me learning the hard way. But I started there's a Discord now. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But I learned from you to be careful how you set it up and how, what privileges people have when they first arrive. Because I know what happened to yours and it broke my heart. I don't know if you've overhauled it and got it started back up again, but I know that there were issues. So I did take those lessons, He might be. You never know. He might be. I think he likes you. Look at that. You just advanced again. I think he likes you a lot. But I did want to take a moment before we move forward with the weekly review to talk a little bit about an opportunity that some of you may have heard me talk about before, maybe not, but it's an opportunity that was given to me, and I have that opportunity to give to 3 people I think I have left. I have 3 links I can give, but I have to know 100% that you want it, because I only have 3 left. And it is for a, excuse me, it is for a program. It's a website, that basically, it's for entrepreneurs. It does everything. It teaches you, it trains you, it runs it for you if that's what you want. I've looked into it, and it is the least expensive one that is out there anywhere in the world. Nobody has a less expensive one that has as much as this one does. It teaches you. Oh, you want it, Budgie? Then I will. You got one. Has. I'm trying to think what they call it now. My brain stopped. I have notes for it, so hang on. I did take notes so I could remember things. That's not it. Here we go. Everything you need to build a business from the ground up. Okay. Now that includes your YouTube. Okay. It includes YouTube. It includes Twitch. It includes anything that you do. Oh, you want it? Cool. There's one left. Because they have an affiliate program that's not like any other affiliate program that's out there. And it's not a, how do I put it? Hi, Justin. Welcome back, honey. Welcome to the pool. And welcome to the pool, Budgie. Sorry about that. I did not say welcome. Well, here's the thing. If you get in right now with the link I give you, it's completely free for you to start. It's $50 a month. But I look at it this way, okay? I'm going to build my website. I'm going to take the training as much as I can. I'm going to fit as much as I can in while I have it for free. And if it does not follow up with what they tell you it follows up with the affiliate programming, where you will, they're saying you can make as much as $1,000 a month very quickly. If they cover the cost of it, I will keep it. If they do not, then I won't. There's no obligation, you know. All right. Then all spots are filled. Do me a favor, Dezombified, Shannon, and Budgie. Just send me a DM on Twitter, okay? And I will get you those links. I promise you. If by any chance there are 2 other people that I did give links to that haven't clicked them yet, if those 2 people do not click them within a week of me giving it to them, I will have other openings available. So if there's anybody else who's interested, please just let me know. And yeah, so there we go. So who is ready for the weekend review? Because it is time for me to pull up that vid and talk all about this week. Which for me, I tried to take it, okay. Monday, since we were last here, on Monday, I was like a hamster on a gerbil wheel, okay? You know, the wheel's a little smaller than it should be, and I'm trying to run, but I'm really not getting anywhere at all. That was me. I had all of these things I wanted to do. My goal was to complete that website I just told you about, okay? My goal was, I love you, Shannon, you know that. My goal was to get merchandise into my Society 6 shop. My goal was also to sing my 3 songs, because that's what I do now. I sing all 3 on Monday so that I don't have to worry for the rest of the week, right? Well, I got 1 song done. So out of all of the goals that I had, nothing got done. Nothing was accomplished. And it wasn't accomplished because I was not focused on one thing. And because I made it too big. You know what I'm saying? I really made it too big. There was too much to do in one day. I over committed myself to myself. And I wasn't feeling good. So, okay, sweetie. Love you. Have a good day. And I will send you the link, honey. Send my love to Mom. And to Grandmom if you see her today. And to your aunt. And don't forget to breathe. Breathing is very good. Always breathe. Okay? All right. Now, I'm going to hit the play button. It's time to get into this week and see what came out of that. What happened since Monday? How did the week go? Uh-oh. I just clicked the wrong button. Ha ha. Got to open it. Okay, here we go. And while it plays, you probably can't hear me very well. So I try only to talk when there's little breaks. I put them in there on purpose. Sometimes they are a little too long, but usually I'm good. Here for the week in review. If you've seen this before, it's okay. It just means that I'm using it again, which I plan to do every week. But you have a quick moment that you can run out, go to the bathroom, get a beverage, but hurry back. You don't want to miss anything. It's coming up fast. I promise. It won't take long. So, what do I have to say about it? Well, just in case you have never seen my week in review before, here's what's going to happen. We're going to watch a bit of a clip of each day this week. All of the successes, all of the failures, all of the fun, all of the laughter. You're going to get to see it all. Up above here, or here, there'll be links that will take you to the full version of the videos. And if this week has been super full of stuff, well, you just might have to go to the playlist. I'm telling you now, if you hit play and you start watching and you keep watching and end up binge watching me, I'm not going to complain, I promise. If you're new here, this is perfect for you because you're going to get a little taste of everything Timey, including heading over to Timey's Game Room, which is on Twitch, where I celebrate my love of gaming and all the fun that fibro brings with your spazzy hand. It makes for an interesting time, but you'll get a little taste of it here so you'll know what to expect. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that red button, splash that bell. After you get to see the week in review, you're going to have the opportunity to meet a creator who is a definite wild one, someone who is kind, caring, and compassionate, just like the community. Stick around
I hope they're not
after the
screamo.
feature. And while you're
I'm
at
praying.
it, if you're having a good time, you're enjoying yourself. I bet you are. I know I am. Don't forget to tickle that like button because you never know. It just may giggle at you. Things like that happen around a mermaid. I swear they do. Thank you so much for the like. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate you guys being here. Hope you enjoy what happened this week. I don't know. Let's take a look. See you in a moment. That's right. It was Faith in the Fallen's birthday, Samantha, and she wanted me and Bobby McGee.
Faith in the Fallen's birthday today. Go over there and wish her a happy
And
birthday.
I love it. I love the
Thank
song,
you for the song,
and I
because,
love
sweetie, I hope you
how
guys
I did.
enjoy it.
Oh, Budgie, you gotta tell me closer to
Busted
bed.
flat and bad
And
and
it's raining
well,
on me.
waiting
Talking
for a
much. Are
train.
you kidding me?
And I was feeling as faded as my jeans. Bobby thumped the diesel down just before it rained. He rode us all the way to New Orleans. I pulled my harpoon out of my dirty red bandana. I was playing soft while Bobby sang the blues. Oh, windshield wiper slapping time. I was holding Bobby's hand in mine. We sang every song that driving up.
Well, it started drizzling on me, so I had to move a little bit. And Timey's Game Room opened up, and oh boy, it was a crazy day. It definitely was a crazy day. There is violence, so if you are disturbed by violence, please return in like 5-7 minutes. And there's a little bit of a spoiler. So if you're not interested in seeing the spoiler from Red Dead Redemption 2, also return in a few minutes. I'm going to check my lighting and stuff now because I had to move out of the rain.
My harpoon out of my dirty red bandana. I was
Hey, Chloe, welcome to the pool.
Bobby sang the blues. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to move out of the rain. That was what was going on.
I was holding Bobby.
Okay, my lighting's still good, right?
He sang every song that driver knew. Oh, freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing.
All your men, all your money. It weren't no match for a bunch of bumpkins.
You nothing.
For a bunch of
You
bumpkins.
do nothing. Me nothing. You stand for nothing. Me, I run a city. And when the law catch up to you, you will die like nothing. I am this
sir.
country. You are what people are running from.
I possess things
Quiet,
that
Pups.
you will never understand.
You don't even possess your own men. $1,000 to the man who kills
Hey,
him
Diana.
and sets me free.
Good luck with that.
What are you gonna say now?
They are even bigger fools than you.
No doubt.
The law will find you. Already, the dogs are on the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
In the water?
You're right. You are so right. They are good at smelling filth, huh? So filth has got to be disposed of. Our friends the Patriots are gonna come and rescue you, you repulsive little maggot.
Oh, see, I would have just thrown to the gators instead of that.
Call them now. You call them.
Oh, shit, you call them. I don't think Arthur is happy about this for some reason. There's that gator.
Jesus. Part of your philosophy books cover feeding a fella. The goddamn alligator, Dutch.
Getting wet.
Weakness.
No, don't rain on my computer.
That part.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. Well, I do. It ain't nice. I know it. But it is us or him. I figure it might as well be him.
Okay. Damn. We're gonna have some issues here. I'm gonna have to move back further in. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move back in. Ah! Yeah, it's definitely raining on me. I said spoiler alert. I did put that out there. Sugar pie honey bunch. Alright, what am I stuck to? This stupid thing is sticking to things as I'm trying to move the table. Oh, it's the cord is sticking to me. And I'm not sure why I left this blank space. Probably to talk about what just happened, but I missed it a little bit because it's raining on me.
Well, this time I'm just back.
Okay. Well, I'll fill you in a little bit. Give me 1 moment.
Do you know that we have a Discord? That's right. There is a Wild Ones Unite Discord now, and it is an area for the community to get together. You know, the kind, caring, compassionate community that we have, for all of us to get together, to provide inspiration for each other, to know each other a little better, to, if you're having a bad day, maybe we can cheer you up. Maybe you can help to inspire somebody
Soaked
else.
now.
And get to know me better, that's for sure.
I did. We were all the way in. I hope it doesn't rain too heavy.
Let me know if you have a birthday
Because it's bad when it does. It floods over here.
Great place. I've worked really hard.
I did
on
not
building it.
expect
It's been a
that.
labor of love, like so many things that I've been doing lately. I hope you join us there. Just know when you do, you will have a read-only role, which means you can look around, but you can't really write anything yet. It's only until I have a moment to come over and place you in a role. The better I know you, the higher your role will be, and there are even some roles that are volunteer only. So please be sure to check out the area that tells you what the roles are. So if you're interested in volunteering, you can know what to expect. I hope to see you there. Bye for now. Oh, by the way, the link's below.
Ah! Stop blowing rain on me! Oh my god. Can you guys see that behind me? Did I forget to put what song this is? Holy cannoli.
Not a dollar or a crown could ever keep me here. I don't have a past. I just have a chance. Not a family or honesty.
I know you want it. I know. Dogs 1 and 2 now. I don't blame them.
Come again another day. Oh, the world is waiting for the sun.
I'm back. Oh, and oh my god, just in time. This is when we had the chat with Bud, and it was amazing. I just put a little bit of a clip together. If you want to see it all, you're going to have to go and watch it, because it was really awesome. Budgie. Everything got all wet.
Oh, you stabbed me in the heart, boy. Oh,
I need to stop.
I'm bleeding out.
Test for that day. Do
Oh,
a
that
Funk
was
Ram
Rain,
Jams diss
actually.
track.
That's right, that was Rain. My nephew Or which one? This one that he's singing? That's Rat Jams. And the one before it was, I'm sorry, that was,
cat dragged in.
that was
What's
the,
that? Ugh, never mind,
getting
just
there.
another rant.
That
Rat
was,
Jams?
I
No,
don't know where you're
Rat
at,
Jams.
actually.
Sorry, if you're looking for integrity, you won't find it on him.
Bud yet.
Give me all your money, this is all parody.
The song that
Just
Bud
in case you
sang
criticize
was,
me. I
the
can change
first
my mind
one.
anytime that I wanna to benefit myself
Who
and
saved the
start a
legend
lot of
theme
drama.
song.
I'm insecure about my views. I'll hide my subs, and so
song
should you.
before that was Rain that I sang to my
Rat-a-tat-tat, here
nephew.
comes the rat. He'll shout
looked
you
like
out,
the-
then stab your back.
Words I put in there didn't show up.
He says, "Aw, he's a baby. Give me my panties back." And oh Lord, I'm glad you're okay. And she spelled it Lawd. Oh Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Hey everybody, I'm Timey. Excuse me. This is Timey from Timey Lives, your rock and blue haired mermaid. And those are my boobs. Uh-huh. These boobs, they kept me alive. And that's why I am Timey Lives. If you want to know more, come on over to my channel and I will tell you all about it. And back to Twitch for Timey's Game Room on Friday.
It's Timey from Timey Lives and Timey's
Hey,
Game
Big
Room.
T
Timey's
Coins,
Game Room will be
welcome to
opening
the
in just a few
pool,
moments.
sort of. Because
I made
it's
a
raining
boo-boo.
here now,
Surprise,
so I had to
surprise,
get out of
it's
the
me.
rain or I was
I
getting
left
soaked.
the Wi-Fi booster outside, and it needs to be inside, or it's not going to work.
Have an amazing
So
day,
I just moved it.
Diana.
It's going to take a few minutes to connect up
Thank
properly.
you for
and I
coming.
figured hey, I got a package.
I think you guys
we
can
do
see
an
me now, am I
unboxing.
right?
Why not? Shocker. I am multitasking.
Got the
and
light
it's
closer
great.
now. Yeah, you can definitely see
Lipstick
me now.
on.
Thank
I
God.
am a happy camper. It's good lipstick.
That
I
light's
like
a godsend.
it. It's not on my teeth either, right?
Side missions to do. Okay, so explosive things, which I don't really care for, simply because they don't really do
And
that
don't
much.
worry, there's no
when you
spoilers
blow
on
things up, but when
Friday
you have
because
flames, I guess,
well, because
you know,
I have to
people,
redo
what
that
happens
entire
is they
crazy,
tends to
insane
burn
missions
everything
that
that you
want
to collect, and I like collecting
because
stuff.
I was at a point of no return. I had to go back so I
Telling you.
could finish my side missions
Evil,
because I'm
evil
a
things, these
completionist,
cookies.
and I just can't help
There's
myself.
something in them that make you want to keep eating them
So
and
yeah,
never stop.
we were just doing side missions on
Then
Friday,
they take them away from
riding
you,
around,
you know?
having a good day.
I'm scared.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm scared.
I'm not
There's a cellar.
complaining. I just got everything got wet. Was
You
all. I
guys
didn't
hold my
expect it.
hand while I go down in the cellar.
If I had expected it, I would have
Took
put us in a
my
different location a
love,
little bit.
And I
you know?
took it down. Climbed the mountain and I turned around.
Well,
And
thank
I
you.
saw my
I did an
reflection
unboxing.
in the,
That's
oh, there was
right.
a
I
snake
forgot
or
I
something
did
back
an
there.
unboxing on Friday
Needs to die. I don't
on
like
Twitch.
snakes. I'm not a fan of snakes at all. No, 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 no. Snakes?
And one of the lipsticks I
upset
got
me.
was the one that I put
Yeah.
on.
Oh, the basement. That's right. Now I'm scared. I forgot all about the basement. I gotta go in the basement.
Your guest appearance rocked too, Budgie. Definitely.
Alright, let's just do this thing. At least it's not dark outside yet.
I was so scared to go down
Look
the
at that, that's
stairs. I
freaky.
thought something
Hello.
really bad was going to be down there. Who wants a spoiler alert?
See why
'Cause
I'm
I can
scared
tell
about
you what's
going
in
down
that
basements?
basement if you want to
They get
know.
very frightening. They frighten me.
And I sang Wrong Side of Heaven at the request of none other than JB Cupider.
I spoke to God today. She said that she's ashamed. What have I become? What have I done? I spoke to the devil today. He swears he's not to blame. And I
My light, man.
understood,
Not good.
'cause I feel the same. On fire, but I stand alone. I'm no hero and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly say. I'm on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven and the righteous side, the
guys, it's me again. Surprise, surprise. I just wanted to pop in real quick, and I wanted to tell you, if you've never heard of Patreon, which I know a lot of people don't know what that is, what it is it's a way to support an artist. Just by making a small donation each month, you receive different benefits. In my case, there's 3 different tiers you can choose from. But you can also go over there and you can follow me for free. I heard that right, for free.
It's dying.
And if you follow me for free,
I need to charge it. I guess I didn't charge it
99%
enough.
of the time, I remember to post
I'm losing
everything
my
I'm
lights,
doing
guys.
here
I'll have to put
over
the light on
there,
above me.
so you
That way you can
know
see
when
me.
I've posted something, because they always, no matter what, you don't have to worry, they will notify you. It's a really great way for us to get to know each other a little bit better, and for you to show how much you appreciate and support the stream. And what the pool boy just dropped is very important to make sure your snark light is all accumulated in the same location. So please follow his directions. He will tell you how to put it together. I would do it for you, but I can't. So I need you guys to do that so that when there's a giveaway, I know, because the light's going out. And thank you for listening. I'm trying to fix it, but it don't want to be fixed. It wants battery power is what it wants. Here's what I'm going to do real quickly. I'm going to turn the light on because it's getting dark out here. And I'm losing my light because it's not charged enough apparently. 2 seconds. I'll be right back. And then I will answer whatever questions were had for anything that happened during the week, and I will explain something once I remember what it was I had to explain. Ha ha ha. I know I'm cute sometimes. Let me find it. Chloe, if you're still here, I will explain any questions you have. Answer is the word, not explain. The word is answer any questions, not explain questions. That doesn't make any sense. Let's see if we can get this to aim a little better. That's a little better aiming at least. The light's still on. It's not completely off. It's just getting dimmer. Well, thank you very much. It was a crazy, crazy week for me. And, you know, like I said, it started with a day that I was just running in circles and didn't get much done. And I still have things to do. Like I put an order in, a request in to get emoticons, because I'm monetized over on Twitch now, which blows my mind. So I need some emoticons for any subscribers that I get. And if anybody wants to subscribe to me over there for free, if you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free subscription per month. So feel free to do so. I would never complain about that. And it's free for you to do it. So I always like when it's free for you and helps me out a little bit. Let's see, there was one day that I wanted to, on Monday, Tuesday. What happened Tuesday? Tuesday on Twitch, there was the mission that I did. That mission, by the way, I only showed you a tiny piece of it. That mission is so long. My stream went over by almost 2 hours just so I could finish the mission. And only afterwards I found out that it was like a point of no return for side missions. So I had to do it. I have to do it all over again, because I had to go back so I could complete my side missions, because it's just who I am. I don't let no stone goes unturned, you know. So I got to go back and redo it once I finish a side mission. So until then, whenever I stream on Twitch for Red Dead, it will be side missions until I get to the point where I have completed the ones I currently have and don't have any more pop up. All right, guys. So that was the week in review. It was a crazy, crazy week. My nephew requested Breaking Benjamin. Okay. Hello, this old stoner. Yes, I was just talking about that. Thank you so much for following me. I was just talking about how over on Twitch, a couple things. Number one, I'm monetized. I am an affiliate over there now. So if you have Amazon Prime and you would like to gift me a sub, I will not complain. Number 2. Yeah, we got 2 lifetimes to go. Don't worry about it. And I'm not talking to him about that. Okay? That would be bad. Very bad. We don't want to do that. Thank you, Big T Coins. That's who followed me. It popped up on the screen. Thank you so much for following me there. Hello, Tento La Fatuna. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the pool. And how I did a really big mission and now I have to redo it because I went past the point of no return. Yeah. So, I'm so sorry your PS4 broke. It's probably because you should have an Xbox. I didn't say that, did I? I couldn't help it, this old stoner. I'm sorry. It just happened. My son does it to me. It's his fault. You know that, right? Yeah, it is. It blew me away. I'm so happy and so thankful. I can't even tell you how thankful I am, this old stoner, really. I mean, you know how long I've been here. You know how hard I work here. And that's one of the things I want to discuss with you guys today, actually. Because of the way YouTube sets certain things up, okay? Like, in case you didn't know, some people know this already because I told them it, but I found out from somebody else. Here's the kicker. I shared, for 9 months, I had 22 subscribers. And I shared everything I did on Facebook. And my family watched on Facebook. Every single day, at least 3 people watched on Facebook, okay? Well, those 3 people that watched every single day, because I posted 368 songs in a year, I got 0 watch time from it. Did you know if something's embedded and it's watched somewhere else, you get no watch time from it? Yeah. And that explains why my watch time is only 1/3 of what I need to get monetized, and I've been here for a year and a half now. So it's frustrating, certain things here. And the ease of which it took for me to get monetized on Twitch makes me wonder if I start doing streams over there, like I do here, just doing them over there. Will you guys watch me over there? How many of you will come over to watch me on Twitch versus on YouTube? I will still post all my music here, but it was a thought. You know, it's definitely a thought I have to consider seriously, because a lot of people think that Twitch is just for gaming, and it's not. And I know that if I go over there, I'm starting where I'm starting there, and I'm not starting here as much, you know. I would love, thank you. Wow, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Dezombified. I'm going to have to put like a Twitter thing, survey out and see what people think, because I need to know. I need to know how many people would come over. You know, would the majority of the people that watch me here watch me over there? That would be up to them if they want to or not. You know, if they have the schedule and they know where I'm at, would they come over there? I don't know. I have to find that out. So I know you do. I know you do, honey. You know, and I did my unboxing over there. You know, I know. I've been using mine for Jiggy for a while. Jiggy's what really got me started over there. Jiggy was over there playing, and I was like, I play all the time. I just don't stream. And he's like, why not? Just start streaming here. It's so simple. So I did, you know. Thank you, Gemma. Wow. You guys are awesome. You really are. Wow. So all I can say is wow. Yeah. Yeah. And then you get one of the emoticons that I'm having made. That's the other thing. I kept forgetting to check. I have a list of like 20 different people that responded to my request. Now, out of those 20, I think 5 of them are actually, I know you are, I think 5 of them are actually responding with what I'm asking for. I had people tell me they'll overhaul my YouTube channel. It's not what I asked for. I asked for emoticons. I was really specific. I even sent a picture along of like something to give them an idea, and that's that. I'm like, okay. So I have to go through all of these today and choose somebody to make the emoticons, and they will be ready for Tuesday's stream for sure. So anybody who subscribes to me gets their own emoticon based on the level of subscription. And I'm hoping that I can also maybe use them. I saw a couple of them in there that they were way below budget. And if they're way below budget, not budgie, budget. If they're way below budget, what I can do is, I know about the free games. That I grab every time I can. I'm like, ooh, I like that one. Grab it. I know you do, Gemma. You rock. They call it Twitch Prime is what it is. It's one of the benefits you get for having Amazon Prime. Thank you, Big T. I appreciate it. All right, so, so that's all I really wanted to talk about as far as those things go, I guess. You saw my ad. What do you guys think of my ad? Do you think that it will help to raise awareness for breast cancer awareness? And, I know it points you in my direction to talk more about it, but at least then it could start the conversation was my thinking. And I thought it was humorous. What do you guys think? That's what I want to know. Because I made sure to put that in there again. I wanted to see what the reactions are. And I know Budgie's reaction. But I'd like to know everybody else's too. I know Shannon likes it. But what do you guys think? Do you think it will help to raise awareness for breast cancer? Because that's sort of that's one of the goals that I have for this year, is to raise awareness for breast cancer, to raise awareness for fibromyalgia, and to remind people of their personal worth and to love themselves, because that in and of itself will help to... It was the boobs. How could you miss the boobs? That in and of itself can help to reduce the instances of domestic violence, because if you love yourself, you're not abusing anybody else, and if you love yourself, you're not being abused because you won't allow it. And I want to do these things with humor. So that's why I'm wondering, what do you guys think about the ad? The breast cancer awareness ad with the breasts. How they saved my life. That ad. In the meantime, while you guys let me know what you think of that, I am going to invite our guest here, because we do have a creator who is, well, you'll see. One moment, please. I just realized something. Hold on. The way I have to do this, I may... Oh, wait. No, I don't. I know how to do this. Wait a moment. There we go. That will help. Okay. And then... No. Don't do that. What are you doing, lady? Stop that. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button, baby. And I don't know why. I hit the wrong button, baby, and I didn't even try. Stop that. No, I want to go to the other thing. It's not going to work. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to get to a certain section, and I can't look at you guys while I do that, so I'm just going to keep, singing about what I'm doing. I'm trying to get over here and find... Why it did not add in? It was supposed to already. Okay. You're being annoying now. Why you want to do that? There we go. Don't drive me crazy, 'cause you know it's a fact. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Cancel that one. Let's see this other one. Ba 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 bum bum. How many do I have here? What have I done? I don't know what I've done here. I've added lots of, okay, that's not what I'm looking for, though. You silly woman. Okay. Well, let's just try this. see if this works. Where you at? I'll pop back and say hi. Exactly. Thank you. I'm glad you thought it was amazing. Hello, Mark Metcalf. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the pool, honey. You know what? Let me just do it this way. Duh. That's the easiest way to do it. And I was being silly. Silly, silly me. Oh, can't you see I'm being silly sometimes? It happens that way. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, here we go. And paste that there. And send it. There, it is sent. Okay, now I have to go over here and I have to open up this little thingy that shows this little thingy. Look, there's 2 of me now. Hi, guys. Ah, it's Gemma. Welcome, 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 Gemma.
Thank you, Timey.
I am so glad to have you guys. This is the creator today. Tucker. No, Tucker. Hey, buddy. Buddy, stop. Look at me. You can stop that now. What are you barking at? You're being stupid. Stop being dumb. He's looking over at the bushes and barking. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Let me take a look at the chat. Okay. No alarms. Hey, guys. I'm going to throw something at you. Let's see, what do I have to throw at them? Stop. That works. Okay. So today, Gemma is here in our Meet a Creator portion of today's show. And she is here because she is kind. She is caring. She is compassionate. And she is being inducted into the Wild Ones Unite playlist of creators that are kind, caring, and compassionate and can help you to grow your community just by having them in your community with kindness, caring, and compassion. Thank you, Gemma, for being who you are. You're an amazing person, and I want to welcome you to the list.
Thank you, Timey. It's an honor to be here. Like, you know that I adore you and what you do, and like you said, like, it's not just me who is amazing. You know, you do so much for our community, and you help everybody, and I'm blessed to know you. You've really motivated me, helped me to do things that I wouldn't have done. So you're incredible as well. So you need to take credit for yourself, what you do for everybody else.
Well, thank you. But today's not about me, it's about you. Hey, Jamin Show, welcome to the pool.
Hey,
welcome,
Joe,
welcome.
Hey, Joe, my brother, how you doing?
So for those who may not know Gemma, I know, it's hard to believe there is anybody, but I know there are people that don't know you. Can you tell them a bit about yourself and about your channel, please?
Yeah, so my channel is basically a autism awareness channel. I set it up 2 years ago in January, and I at first was doing it just as a way to get my thoughts and feelings out about being on the spectrum, and then the actual person who got me to set it up was my social worker, and at first I was against it. I was just like, nope, don't want to do YouTube, it's not the right place, it's not me.
Aww.
It's not something I'm really into. And she's like, no, try it. Put one video up, see how you do. I'm like, okay. So I put one video up, it got quite a lot of good views. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll put up another one. So I put up a second video, and then by the time I put up my third video, I'd hit 100 subs. So I was like,
wow.
What? Wow. In 3 videos, I get 100 subs. So I was like, that's crazy.
Girl, I took 9 months to get to 100.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was literally, I was on YouTube for about, I think it was about 4 or 5 months. I hit 100 subs, and I was just like, that's ridiculous. And it just went up and up and up, and I basically then started to do it as more of a fun vlog channel as well. So I do the autism awareness vlogs, I do poetry vlogs as well, I do a lot of my own poetry. I'm also going to be doing more out in the community vlogs as well, so like shopping hauls, going out and doing live shopping, going to hopefully do some live autism talks as well. So when I'm out giving the talk, I'm going to have it filmed, and like the radio things that I've done as well. So it's about awareness and helping people and overcoming the stigma, I guess, which is what I want to get the message out, that you don't have to let the stigma define you and stop you from doing stuff, because it's not us. It's just part of who I am.
Absolutely. Gemma is unstoppable, by the way. If you don't know Gemma does not, she's unstoppable. Nobody can stop her, and nobody should try to stop her because she's just who she is. The thing is, everybody is different, right? You're different, yeah. I'm different. We all have our own little quirks. We all have our own issues. We all have our own hurdles to get over. But what defines us as a person is how we do that. How do we see the hurdle and just stop and not jump? Or do we move forward and find a way and rise above it and, and get her done? And Gemma, yeah. There's no jumping. She just pushes through it. Forget jumping.
Yeah, I just push myself through the uncomfortable situations, because if you don't, then you don't learn. Like, there's always a situation that you can overcome. So I know for you, sometimes you have your technical issues with the broadcast. So if you still push through it.
I don't know what you mean, Gemma. I have technical issues?
Never. And I know sometimes, not just you, but I know other supporters that we connect with have issues, and you always push through them. You're like, oh, well, that's just a little thing. Never mind. I'll push through it. And I'm like, whoa, like, you have such enthusiasm and you have such a giggly personality, and you just encourage me. I'm like, well, if she can push through it, then what the hell am I meant? It kind of helps me to go, well, change your thinking, Gemma, because if Timey does it.
See, but I think the same way sometimes. Yeah. I'm like, look at Gemma. She doesn't want to do these things. She really doesn't. There are things that she has no interest in doing, but she does them because she has to prove that to herself that she can. And when she does it, she doesn't have to do it again, but she films it so she can show everybody.
Yeah.
You're so inspiring, honey. You really are. And I love it. I love you. I love it. I love everything you do. And I thought you said that earlier, Budgie. You have a good day, honey. Get her done. We'll be here. You can come back later and watch it. I promise. I'll leave it there. I just, there's so many non-words. And I told you, didn't I, guys? Didn't I tell you, this is the one you wanted to be at? If you had to be at only one, well, if you didn't know who I was or what I was about or what Meet a Creator was about, this is the one you want to be at, because Gemma, Gemma's here. My God,
we're just people who are passionate, and we're like you say, we're the wild ones, and that kind of gives me the passion to push forward with things. And I'm just me. If people want to get to know me, they can see what I'm about on my channel, and they can see who I am. And it's just, I enjoy what I do. I love it. I love being able to vlog and tell my story and talk about subjects that are a bit touchy sometimes. And I do it because no one else will. So if I don't and talk about my experience, then another creator's not going to learn. If there's another creator out there who is the same as me or has another condition, then we can help each other. I can go onto another profile like yours or anyone else and go, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. Then I can go back to my channel and go, oh, I learned this today. How can I do a video to help someone? So then it helps me to educate people.
And you do a lot of research. Can you see the chat, by the way?
No, I'm on the... Yeah.
Budgie said, Gemma is doing amazing work in this community. Much love, young lady.
I love you too, Tommy. Don't forget about yourself. This is the thing. We're all.
That was Budgie. That Budgie said that he has to go, so he wanted me to make sure that you heard that. He said you're doing amazing work in the community, and he loves you, young lady.
Love you, Budgie too. Love you, Budgie.
They're for bragging rights, Mark. He wants to know what the levels are for.
Yeah, we're all interconnected. We're like family. As soon as you connect with someone who you love and you fall in love with on YouTube, you become an instant family unit. So there's like me and you, we connected really, really quick. I was like, oh, I watched, I think it's like 2 videos or 3 streams of yours. I was like, I love.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. What was
You're
that?
coming
Sorry,
back.
someone shot
It's
me.
okay.
Yeah.
There you are. You're back. It's hard to
yeah.
get across the pond, you know? Sometimes it takes a little skip.
Yeah. So basically, we're like family, and I connected with you quite quickly, and I found you on Michael's stream, and I was like, this girl, I love this woman. Like, she's been my friend, so I was just like, hit the button, stop the bell, blah, 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 and people were like, whoa, Jim, you connect with so many people. I'm like, yeah, so they're all really amazing people. All it takes is for you to sit down, watch a couple of videos, get to see the person behind the camera, see what they do, and I'm like, it's not just about who they are as the actual person, it's about whether I feel a connection that I want to have a life-lasting friendship with them. And with me and you, it's instant. I was like, I'm going to fall in love with this woman, and I have. I adore the world of you, as you know. And I love Michael and everyone else who's in the chat. And
you know I love you, Gemma. You blow me away so often. And I'm like, and then the thing is, too, you do such research. When you decide to take on a subject, you thoroughly research it. And you don't have a problem if somebody comes to you and says, listen, I want to talk to you about this because, but you know, and they want to add to it or... you know, thank you very much, Mark. Mark said, great chat, girls. If they want to add to it or they have some other point of view, you're open to it, which not everybody is, you know. And I think that we've all discovered that there are some people in, you know, in YouTube universe that they aren't who they portray themselves to be necessarily. And I think it's important to get to know the person behind the camera. You know, the more you get to know about them, the more you know who they are, the more open and honest they are, the more you can get, I don't know how to put it, you know, the community I'm building. Hello, Mr. Wise, welcome to the pool. When I realized that we can each build our own community, okay, however we wanted to. There are people that are building communities based on drama and things like that, but you can build your community on kindness, caring, and compassion, and it can be successful. And it can be that. It doesn't have to be what somebody else tells you it's going to be. And I think that you know that also, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I think, like you say, having that caring community and being compassionate, having the ability to listen to somebody is the most vital thing you can do on YouTube, because YouTube has its negativity points and has its negative creators who want to do drama or other things, but
it's much as life, though, you know. I don't think it's just YouTube. I think overall, and at least what I've learned, and I've learned the hard way, you know. I learned the hard way a lot of times, and when I do and I have a lesson that I want to share from it, I will share the, you know, Timey learns the hard way thing, but I do learn the hard way oftentimes, and I've been around a little longer than you, we'll just say that. And I will say that, you know, it took me a very long time to learn that in life, it's okay to say, this is not what I want in my life, period. You know, it just like it's okay to say this is not what I want for my channel. It's a part of your life. You have that right. Everybody's channel is different, and everybody's channel is like, okay, you're stepping into somebody's home. And how are they in their home? Each home, you have to respect that home and the rules of the home. You know, if you're a good guest, let's put it that way. You know what I mean? But, and that's why we always ask, like, if you go to another stream, is it okay to curse or should I not curse? Or, you know, are there kids in the stream or not? You know, you need to know these things because you need to be a good guest. Just like in the chat, when people arrive, you know, wipe your feet before you come in. You know, leave your issues at the door is what I always say. I say it on Twitch too, you know. This is a place for, this is like Switzerland, okay? You know. Oh, Brie Larson is out. Gemma is the new Captain Marvel. That's what Budgie's saying.
Hey, thank you, Budgie. I appreciate that.
And Mark said, yeah, the worst thing is to meet someone who's completely different from what you think they would be. Or what they portray themselves to be is even worse. That's the one that gets me the hardest. When somebody's not who they really are. You know, say they pretend to be one way, they put their mask on, is what I call it. You know? Like my ex-husband had a really great mask. The world saw this man as this, you know, great family guy, and he was there for his family and for his kids. And meanwhile, that was a mask. That man is why I have the nerve damage I have. It's why I have the fibro, because that came from the nerve damage. I'm one of the rare people that can actually say I know 99% it came from the fact that my nerves were damaged, and over time they became hypersensitive, which set off my fibromyalgia, because that is my entire nervous system becoming hypersensitive, you know? And that's not what the world saw. He had a mask on. And I see it in a very similar manner. You know, if somebody's pretending to be somebody they're not, they're wearing a mask. And when you peek behind that mask and you realize that what's behind that mask is really pretty dang ugly, I don't want nothing to do with that. I just walk away from it. I don't want the drama. I don't want the BS. I just walk away from it because it's just not for me, and I have the right to do so. Is that... Oh, that's Mark. I'm like... That's what I mean, how they portray themselves. Yeah. It's hard. It's hurtful. People that are genuine are hurt when they run across people like that, I think, you know?
Yeah. Talking about masks, it's quite an interesting subject, because recently that's been brought to my attention on Twitter and various other YouTube people. And for people on the spectrum like myself, when I first came onto YouTube, it was a really scary thing, because I had to sit in front of my iPod, my camera, and be like, okay, so this is my life, this is who I am, and people are like, oh, but you're not being real, you're not telling people about yourself. And I'm like, well, I am, but for so many years, I wore a mask every day because I had to fit in, I had to socialise, I had to be seen as being appropriate and well-mannered and respectful, whereas I can do that for a while, and then all of a sudden it'll build up and build up and build up, and I just go, bang, I lose it, and I'm upset.
Because you're not being who you are. And you're a genuine person at heart. So wearing that mask for you was hurting you.
Yeah, definitely. It was really not seeing the real person. People are like, oh, Gemma, you're holding something back. And I'm like, well, yeah, I used to, because of the hurt and the stereotyping, and now the mask is gone, and I do what I do on my channel, and that still scares me a little bit, because people are like, oh, well, this mask has now come off, now you're telling the world everything. I'm like, well, yeah, I had been, but I just held certain bits back because I was still scared of the backlash, whereas now I don't care. If people don't like it, then they can move off my channel. I don't really care. I'm as honest as I am.
You are who you are. I think sometimes people... that stereotype you were talking about, they don't see the woman.
No.
They don't see you. They see you, and they see the disability, in a sense, you know, and they see it and they go, oh, well, we must coddle her. We must, you know, we have to guide her and push her and point her. And no, you don't, you know.
No.
And I can't stand when people... It upsets me so much, because I know that people do it to you, and it makes me so angry sometimes, because they wouldn't pull that shit with me. Excuse my language, but they wouldn't pull that shit with me. They wouldn't try and tell me that I need to do this, or they wouldn't do that. They might make a suggestion, but they wouldn't tell me. Nobody should be telling Gemma who Gemma is or what Gemma should be doing. Gemma can decide that for herself, period.
Yeah.
You know, you are a grown woman. You're not a child, and you don't need to be pointed, you know.
Exactly. A lot of people do try and protect me. I know they mean it in a good way, but sometimes there's a point where I get really overstimulated by it, because it's kind of like, oh, well, we're helping you, Gemma. We're trying to encourage you. We're trying to protect you from bullies. And I'm like, I'm 30 years old. I can protect myself. If I need help, I'll ask for it. But until that point, let me defend myself.
Yes.
And people, but you know, because you're autistic and you take things the wrong way, or you say something the wrong way, and I'm like, don't judge me for what I do.
Everybody says things the wrong way. Are you kidding me?
And I'm like, it just doesn't make sense.
Honey, the first time, I'm going to tell you what I did, okay? Give me 1 second. I'm going to tell you what the chat said first, and then I'm going to tell you what I did the first time I was live, okay? Mr. Wise said, well, that's just like superheroes you see on TV. People look up to them and love them. If enemies know the weaknesses, they'll come for it.
Yeah, absolutely right.
You know, Mark said, Gemma, I've just met you here, and you seem genuine and an inspiration.
Thank you, Mark.
And when the first time I went live, I forgot we were live. Like, I was having a conversation, and the chat room got quiet. It ran longer than the, intended time. And it was really just people that were on a panel that were chatting, only we were still live. And I was saying that, and it came out wrong. It really did. I didn't mean it the way it did, but I had just come out of learning the hard way why sub for sub is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Budgie says, Yankee and John have taught me things I'll never forget, and that's probably not a good thing. It depends on the day, isn't it, Budgie? But I just come from that sub for sub, and I just realized how bad it was and why it was so bad, And I was commenting on saying that I found myself, because we were obligated, because I'm an honest person. Oh, I almost burned myself. I'm an honest person, and I'm an honorable person. So if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't back out of it later on. So here I am now doing this sub for sub thing, and I've grown. I had 25 people, and I grew to 125. Hang on. I dropped this. It's all right. It's going to go out. It's on a cement ground. It's not going to do any damage. And then another week goes by, and all of a sudden, 25% of those people are gone. They've just dropped off because that's the game. They've disappeared, and you don't know who they are because they didn't keep themselves public. But then too, I'm subscribing to people that, like, I would never in a million years watch. And I gave an example, and I felt really bad afterwards because I'm like, oh my God, it came out of my mouth. I didn't even realize we were live. But I gave this example of this person who was a sub for sub person who had stayed with me. Okay?
Yeah.
But her unboxings weren't, how do I put it? She was doing unboxings, but they weren't interesting.
Okay.
And she was unboxing, like you go to the grocery store and you unbox your groceries.
Yeah.
And she was doing it in a very boring way. And I basically said that in not as nice of a way.
Okay.
I was like, who wants to watch somebody unboxing their groceries? And then the host and everybody else like, oh, no, unboxings can be great no matter what you're unboxing. I'm like, what are you talking about? Are you kidding me? You want to watch somebody unbox their groceries? And I'm like not getting, my foot's down my throat and I keep shoving it further in, So we all make mistakes. We're human beings. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I felt bad because the lady was really nice. It just was like her content really sucked,
Yeah.
And I felt bad because I felt bad if, God forbid, she ever saw it. It wasn't that I was trying to hide what I said, as I didn't want to hurt her feelings, because that could be hurtful. Somebody says that about your channel. And I knew that, but I forgot that we were even live. I thought we were just having a private conversation. I was like making a joke about it. Like, oh yeah, let's watch this lady unbox her groceries now.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I think that's the thing. People don't necessarily understand that you're not going to like everyone's content. And the thing is, we need to be more honest with who we are supporting, because if you subscribe to someone or you support somebody, you've got to actually be there to support them. And I found a lot of people who first supported me have dropped off, and then I've met new people who have stayed with me. But at the same time, it does get disheartening because you get it's about the number of people, and then all of a sudden they drop, and then you get new ones, and then it drops again.
Well,
so it's
okay, Gemma. Here's the thing. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever unsubscribed to anybody other than for like a personal reason?
No.
Neither have I. And here's
Never.
the thing. I don't know if you were there the day that I showed my analytics. Okay. And I finally got past that point. I made it past. And it's not just me. A lot of people have noticed when they hit the certain number, when you hit 1,250, you stay there. And you stay there for at least 4 months. Now, how does everybody have the same problem? I literally gained 100 in a week and lost 100 in a week.
Yeah.
Now, there are not 100 people that are unsubscribing to me. And YouTube loves to say that they are, and I spoke with them about this in the past. And that's why I literally asked them straight out. Because I was speaking to them about something else that was going on. They were hiding I couldn't access my subscriber list. Like, you know, when you go and you hit subscriber on your creator content area. Yeah. I couldn't access that for 4 months. Okay, exactly. YouTube does that. YouTube claimed that the only time they unsubscribe somebody from a channel is if it is a second account, okay, that's linked to the first account, obviously, or if it is, and they said a dead account, and I said, well, what do you mean by that? Because everybody assumes what they mean by that is if you're not supporting that person actively, then that means that you're a dead account and they'll take you off. Yeah. No, that is not what they meant. They literally told me themselves. What they mean by that is if your account is inactive, like you have not posted and you have not gone and watched anybody within a 6-month period of time, then you are considered a dead account because you're not active on YouTube, not with the specific channel, okay? And so they're claiming that they don't ever take away someone who's active on YouTube's subscribers, except I have been unsubscribed myself from at least 10 different people. There's a joke about it. Stacey Morgan, Budgie, let's see, Michael Fire Jr., I mean, all of these people that I actively go to on a regular basis, they have unsubscribed me from. So you're going to tell me that I'm a spam account, or I'm a second account, or I'm inactive? I'm none of these things. But you keep they had no answer for me, none. Yeah. So they are doing that. You're not losing that 100 people. YouTube is removing them and keeping you at a certain number. And then all of a sudden, you'll start growing again. And I'm growing again now. I made it to 1270. Yay. I was at 1250 for 4 months. So, you know, it's definitely a pattern I'm noticing. And it's one of the reasons why I am asking people if they will come to Twitch to watch me. Because I'm considering taking my streams and taking my toys and going and playing over there. I mean, I'm monetized there. And I'm monetized in 3 months.
That makes sense. If you've got more people who want to come and watch on Twitch, and plus you're monetized like you say, it's going to make sense for all of us to come and hop over to there, support you on there.
And over there, they support you. They're not like here where you're always a battle with them, trying to get ahead and trying to get them to share you. They share me already. Yeah. You know, and I'm not that large over there, but they share me already. It's a different environment, you know, and it's not just gaming over there. And I've brought Twitch up to other people where I've been like, he's supposed to have been monetized 6 months ago. They never did it.
Yeah, I know.
Over 6 months. And I said, Michael, why don't you go over to, Twitch? And he's like, because that's for gaming. I'm like, no, it's not. It's only for gaming if we keep saying it's for gaming.
Yeah, that's what I get put off, yeah.
Welcome to the pool, Kelly. Welcome to the pool, honey. It's really good to see you, sweetie. I'm going to read some of the comments so you can see what's going on here. Oh, I'm in top chat. I'm so sorry. How the heck? Gotta love that. And that's another thing. Why would they even have a top chat? Let's get real.
I know, that does confuse me. I'm like, huh? What?
You know.
I get confused by it.
Supposedly, it's like supposed to keep out the spam. Oh, really? You're gonna say that my wild ones are spamming? Get out of here.
That's ridiculous.
There's no spam in my chat. You know, I don't have a problem in my chat. I haven't had a problem in my chat. Like,
you never had from your chat, never.
No, thank God.
Yeah,
Mr. Wise said he touched on this topic the other day. Mark says support is a promise, and Mr. Wise said YouTube does that. Let's see. I would guess it would be 3 lives back because you're currently happy in this one. Okay, what I do? What I miss, Budgie? Budgie, what I miss? Oh, don't me think about my second life wife getting her nervous. I'll go back to 2 lives and kick that man's butt. It would be 2 lives because even though it's a 3rd life, I didn't die in this one, so we're good. But you don't have to. He's a miserable person. He's still miserable, truly, and I'm not. So you know, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why I say if you love yourself, you're not going to abuse other people because you're not. Because if you're happy, if you love yourself, you're happy, and happy people aren't abusive. You know.
No. Yeah. It's about, like you say, loving yourself is important because if you can't love yourself, how can people expect you to love other people? So for me, I've learned to love myself more in the last few years, and now when I go into other people's streams or into hangout calls, I'm like, oh my God, it's been a while since I've seen you, and I'm like, oh, I love you, I miss you, and
you set the rules too. You set the you show people how to love you by loving yourself. If you don't know how to love yourself, how are they going to know how to love you? And
exactly.
if you don't love yourself, people are going to take advantage of that and treat you in a manner that less than what you're worth.
Yeah.
So you'll never. The moment I started caring more, it wasn't me I loved at the time. I loved my children more. But the moment I started caring more about somebody other than him, was the moment I was able to leave. You know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mark said, YouTube did that to me yesterday. I gained some, then the exact number I gained was gone 2 hours later. Exactly. It's not a coincidence that it's not like the exact number just happened to unsubscribe. I don't know anybody who's ever turned around and said, oh yeah, I unsubscribe from people all the time. I just don't know anybody. I haven't met anybody. When I meet them, I'll let you know. Let's see. And then this old stoner said, I turn off my numbers because all that really matters is watch time and retention. And that's true too. It is true.
Yeah.
And I just leave it there. For me, it's not like I stare at my numbers because for me, it's about the community. I care more about the content of the character of the people in the community than the number of the people in the community, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And Mark said, wow, that's interesting. Let's see. And he made his level 4. And Mr. Wise said, exactly, that's what I was trying to tell people, yes. And I'm not sure if that was about the YouTube or about the Twitch thing. And then Kelly arrived. Hi, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
And Jamin said he didn't know that. Joe didn't know that. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that. And here's the kicker. A lot of times here on YouTube, we take people's word for it when they talk about it, like I'm talking about something now, right? Like I talk about it, I sound like I know what I'm talking about, so people take my word for it. And I do know what I'm talking about with this because I'm being honest about what happened. But you also have a situation where there are people who, how many times have we heard people say, make sure you watch at least 2 minutes of my video. It doesn't matter if it's 10 minutes long, watch 2 minutes of it because otherwise that like won't stick.
Yeah. I've heard that being said a lot.
The same thing would go for the dislikes, right? If the dislikes don't stick either if you watch them, it's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true. And the reason why I know it's not true is because the issues, you guys don't see how many likes are on my stream. You don't see how many likes are on my videos still because I became, I'm trying to think of the right verbiage for this. I like the word verbiage. I keep saying it. I'm sorry. It sounds nicer than saying I can't find the right word. Come on, lady, you got it. I know it's right there. I'm losing the whole thought now. That's horrible. Oh, it was the creator protest. And it was because it was, here's the thing. And it's not, to me, it's not about knowing who's giving the thumbs up or thumbs down. It's not about that. Okay, what it is about is the bullying, the mass bullying. When it's not just one thumbs down because somebody's got a personal issue and they have to thumbs down every single video you watch, which gets creepy when you start thinking that they have to watch 2 minutes of every single video, right?
Yeah.
Before it to stick, right? I mean, that's seriously. By the way, Budgie says Gemma makes me smile every day.
Oh, Budgie, thank you so much.
It's bragging rights, Mark. When you get to the top level, you get bragging rights, and I think it just keeps going up and up and up and up. I don't think there is a top level, by the way. But you are earning Snarfbot while you're here, and that can be used. I'll tell you in a minute what that can be used for. Give me a second. So, ouch. And the creator protest was you turn off the ability for people to see the likes and dislikes until YouTube does the responsible thing and does something about the bullying. And here's the thing. And I had a conversation with Gator, and yes, I love having conversations with him, especially when we don't agree, because we both have very valid points. And he's like, well, people are going to find a way to bully no matter what. And that is true.
Yeah, of course it will. Yeah.
The platform has a responsibility, if it's within their power, to do something about it. And the platform does not. And when you have people that are using bots to give a bunch of thumbs down or sending a bunch of people their way to bully, and, you know, that's BS. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And YouTube should be doing something about it. So I shut off the ability to see the likes and dislikes because my YouTube fairy, oh, well, nobody can see that they're a YouTube fairy anymore, can they? Feel free to keep watching my 2 minutes is my thought, right? Like, that was literally what I said. Well, YouTube came back and had a response, which I was shocked about. I guess it grew bigger than I thought it did. And they came back and they had a response. The response was they're working on it. Now, they're working on it doesn't really say much. But some of the things they were considering doing was making it so you had to have to watch something for a certain amount of time for it to stick. So if that's something that's already being done, then how come they're considering doing it?
Yeah,
that was just what somebody thought, and they said it, and everybody believed it.
Yeah.
You know?
This whole thing is confusing because with bullying is an issue. Like you mentioned Gator earlier, a few months ago I had a big issue with Gator and some other people supposedly coming from his stream and bullying me, leaving me some horrible comments, targeting my streams. I actually went to him in the end. I was like, look, I don't know who's doing it from your stream, but someone's clearly doing it because they're telling me they're from your stream. Gator actually went live about it and actually apologised to me. It was like, if any of my people are bullying Gemma, it needs to stop now. Yeah. And he goes, I don't authorise this. I didn't tell you to go and do this to Gemma. It's not fair. And now me and him get on really well. He comes into my streams. He says hello to me and anyway he sees me. And that shouldn't have happened. Yet they were telling me they were being sent by Gator. And Gator was saying...
And as it turned out, they weren't. It had nothing to do with Gator's stream at all.
No, exactly. And I felt bad for Gator because I was like, well, they're telling me they're from yours. And then when I find out you've gone live and apologised about it, I find out that they weren't from yours. It makes you look bad because now people think you're horrible.
Well, it doesn't make you look bad, honey. I got to tell you, it doesn't make you look bad. It makes the people that did that. Where did my tree go? My tree just disappeared. My hand spazzed. Can you tell? My hand spazzed.
Nope.
I moved the tree. I moved my tree out of the way there. We got to move it up. Back up. Where it's hiding. There we go. We got it. I hid the frame too. There we go. We got your frame back too. Sorry about that. There goes my lovely hands doing their thing. It gets interesting, that's for sure, guys. You should see me playing on Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch is a lot of fun seeing you play on there, and like I'm saying, it's like seeing you.
Even when I get mad at it and want to throw the controller. What are you showing me? What is it? It's bubble bath. Oh, it's bubbly wine. You got me bubbly wine. Okay. I don't drink anymore at all.
Okay.
Why did he buy me wine? I'm confused. Sorry.
That's okay.
Have an amazing day, Mark. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. He said he's got to go, but he'll be checking in again soon to take care.
Bye, Mark. Take care. Have a good day.
It was my pleasure having you here. Thank you so much, Mark. You know, Gemma, the way you handle things, I do love it because you are straightforward. And I think that's how, if more people were straight out and honest about things that are going on, too. I mean, you went to the source of who you thought it was coming from. And you said, hey, this isn't okay. You had a conversation, you know. And that conversation led to a solution for that part of it, at least. Which is exactly what, we're adults. We're not kids on the playground. That's all I got to say about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was scary because for me to approach Gator to begin with, like, I respect him anyway. I respected him for quite a while, and I was like, how do I approach this? How do I message him? And I got a hold of his Twitter. I followed him. I was like, hey, you know, I don't want to cause trouble, but apparently there's some trolls from your stream that are attacking me. I don't like it. I'm not coping with it. I don't know who they are, but I want it to stop. And then he came straight back to me within like 20 minutes, I think it was. And he was like, oh, Gemma, it wasn't me, and I wouldn't do that to you. And he actually ran me on Hangouts. We ended up having a 2-hour discussion about it. And he was like, if it is from my stream, I'll go live about it. And within 2 hours, he went live and was like, this needs to stop. You don't pick on my friend with disabilities. That's low. That's disgusting. And he literally ranted about it. I was like, oops.
He does not. He does not play when his heart is in something, and his heart is definitely in the right place.
They do, so I don't have no issue with him. It's just a shame that they were making that there from his stream. And
because you know when superheroes again, you know, when they see a weakness, some people will do whatever they can to make somebody else look bad, however way they have to. And they, you know, he was having some issues around that time, and somebody was trying to make him look bad, you know, and they did it by using you, which is really even lower than below, you know. That's low. You don't. If you know somebody has an issue with anxiety, you don't go putting pressure on them. You don't do that. As a decent human being, somebody that does that is not somebody that I wouldn't want them in my community, period. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. Which is why I go to people directly now if people have an issue or if I find something's going on. Whereas I'm quite lucky at the moment. I haven't really had an issue with many people.
Well, because you're a good person and you're not out there causing an issue. You know what I'm saying?
No. I have had my issues. I'm not saying I'm innocent by any stretch of imagination, but I've learned to deal with it properly and apologise where I've needed to. And I think a lot of times people just run off. They think, oh, I'm not dealing with this. I'll just run off. It'll blow over. It'll be fine. I'm like, well, no, it won't, because it comes back to bite you. Mm-hmm. It'll come back again until you fight it. So it's for me. I'd rather just keep my head down, keep focused, and if someone does have an issue, I'll have a private phone call with them or
have a conversation.
I wouldn't have public. It's no point.
That's that drama thing. I had people in my life when I got sick that they lived on drama. They thrived on drama, and they wanted more and more and more drama. And when I got sick, they went around behind my back telling everybody that I wasn't doing the best that I could. Because they knew somebody else who had fibromyalgia, and they were able to do this, and this, and they could still come out, so I wasn't doing the best I could. And my best friend they had the nerve to approach her, which is pretty stupid. You know, I'm sorry. You go to my best friend and you say exactly that, and she goes, excuse me? You have not seen her, because you won't be bothered to drive one town over to visit her.
Yeah.
I see her every single week, and I am telling you, she is doing the best that she can do. I suggest you walk away from me now. And she tried to, say something where she's like, I said walk away. That was it. Just get away from me. You're disgusting. And she was a disgusting person, and I didn't realize it, you know, at the time when I should have realized it, but I was a little bit blind at the time, you know. Hey, this is Stoner. He's got to go, but he said, have an awesome day, great stream. He's got to take off. Make it amazing.
Bye, old Stoner.
See you soon, honey. Yeah, so, you know, I there's good and bad, and everybody there's in between. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think the only bad is when somebody is intentionally doing things to harm another person. If you say the wrong thing because you put your foot in your mouth, you're a human being. You know? And I feel like sometimes you beat yourself up, but I think also that there are other people that take advantage of the fact that they know that you beat yourself up about it. And they try to make you feel worse about it. And it's not necessary by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah. I deal with it. And like I say, I kind of put the strategies in my place and kind of help myself. I think it's not just me. This is the thing. I get protective over people who get picked on all the time, or people who I know have had situations happen to them. I'm like, why is this being allowed? Why are people not being supported? So I will go and jump to people who being picked on. I know recently other channels such as Cab were being targeted and other people. I'm like, stop picking on someone because you think he's done such and such, or you think he's a troll or whatever. It's if you don't know him, you clearly don't know his content, you clearly don't know the person behind the camera. I've talked to people on behind the camera. I'm like, what's going on? How can I help you? And I talk to him, and they're like, it's so far from the truth. And I'm thinking, why would you pick on someone who's so nice?
Because it's what they thrive on. It's the drama that they want. So sometimes the best way to deal with that is really just to ignore it.
Yeah.
You know? I've had situations myself, and I've had people that have showed up here in this stream, and they didn't start drama. They just arrived wearing a mask, knowing that the mask itself was sort of like a trolling thing to do. And you know what I did? I said, "Hey, welcome to the pool." What am I gonna do? You know, they're not gonna get to me by doing that, and I'm not gonna let them. I have to do what's best for my health, which is not to get involved in the drama. I was never one who liked it, and I was never I care about my friends, and I will speak with my friends, but it's not like I'm, you know what I mean? I don't go about the ooh, did you hear this bad thing that happened to so-and-so? That's disgusting. I hate that, you know? Hey, Karen, how are you? Welcome to the pool, honey. Thank you for coming.
Hello, Karen.
So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things here that are wonderful. There's a community that's amazing, and you are a huge part of that community. You warm so many hearts, and you are such a good person. And, you know, I think that I am honored to have you on my list of creators that can help people to grow their channels with kindness, caring, and compassion.
Exactly. I'm a passionate person like you. You give me that motivation, and like every time I see you and you say to me, you're like, "Well, one's you not," and I'm like, "Woohoo!" and I'm like, "Yeah," and I get excited, and people are like, "What the hell are you getting excited about?" I'm like, "Oh, Timey's in my chat, and she's one of my mods, and she's one of my best friends," and people are like, "You all say wild ones every time you go on your stream," and one of the first things I say, I'm like, "Welcome to my stream, wild ones," and they're like, "Huh?" And I'm like, "That's the time me. I have permission to say it." I said, "I'm not nicking it from myself. I have permission to use it." And she's like, "They're like, you all say wild ones. What does that mean?" I'm like, "Well, on Timey Lives channel, I'm like, go over to her channel. I'll plug your channel. I'm like, you'll hear her say wild ones." I said, "Then you'll get why I say it." And then people are like, "Oh, okay." And I even said in a chat I was in earlier, I was like, hashtag I'm a wild one. And I think it was in Gil's stream, and Gil was like, "Yeah, Gemma, you definitely are a wild one." I'm like, "Yeah."
Gil's a wild one too.
I literally like say it everywhere. Like I've fallen in love with the saying. I'm like literally like I get up in the morning. I'm like, what am I doing today? Oh yeah, I'm a wild one. I'm planning to do a video, or I'm planning to do a poem or something fun. And I'm like, hashtag wild one, and people are like, what? And I'm like, you'll get it if you click on the link below and you click on the person. People know that now. I use it. I'm like, that's where it comes from. I'm like, Timey Lives, Timey, and I literally will talk about you in my videos and stuff, so people know that I'm not just talking loony.
No, you're not a loony. No. A wild one, for those of you who are watching this for the first time and do not know what a wild one is, a wild one is a person who, despite any challenges, disabilities, or roadblocks in their way. They continue, they rise above, they find a way, and they pursue their dreams despite anything that might try to get in the way. They're a wild one, and there's a lot of wild ones in here.
Yeah, that's for damn sure.
Absolutely. And it doesn't mean you always have to succeed, and doesn't mean that your dreams won't change. I mean,
exactly.
I gave up completely. And not in a bad way. It's just when I was in elementary school, I got into every single play I possibly could. I tried out for every part I could. I sang my little heart out. It was horrible. I sang at the top of my lungs. It was so bad. But I wanted to be in. I ended up in the chorus most of the time, you know. I think one time I got a major part and I was like, oh my God, I got a part, you know, because I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be in musicals. And look at me now. I mean, seriously, I raised 3 kids. I survived domestic violence. I survived breast cancer. I'm surviving fibromyalgia.
Absolutely, yeah.
Moved from one state to another to feel better, and then got on a new treatment, and all of a sudden I was bedbound for 5 years, for God's sake. And then I could sing again, and the first thing I want to do is I want to share it with everybody I can. So I get on YouTube and just start singing, and nobody was here to listen. And it didn't matter, I was still going to do it, you know. And then a director, I blew my mind when the director approached me. Blew my mind. I was like, and then after the first episode, when after I sent in my parts, he's telling me that he's taking some headshots out of the video that I sent him, and he's putting them together for me so I can add them to my acting resume. And I was like, my what? What? I have an acting resume now? I'm blown away. I'm so excited for they moved it back a week, but Arctic, this upcoming Friday, is the 5-year episode, because they've been on the air for 5 years. So it's a celebratory episode, and I have a very special part in this episode, and I am honored and blessed. And Joe says Timey is unstoppable. I'm stoppable. I got knocked out my butt in November, that's for sure, or October, whatever it was. But I tell you what, that one video that I put out, I love it. And I love it because I see myself. I got on this video to tell everybody that I hadn't been 100% truthful with it. I was hiding something. And it wasn't that I wasn't truthful. It's not I was hiding something. I was hiding the fact that I had started using a cane. I was hiding the fact that I was getting worse and that I couldn't do a lot of things. I couldn't stand for an entire song. I would sing half a song at a time and then put it together afterwards because I could not stand long enough to finish the song. The pain was just getting worse and worse. And all of a sudden it hit me, and for 48 hours straight I screamed. I was right back to New Jersey pain, and I know why. It was because my treatment is not a cure. It is a treatment. It literally uses my own body's endorphins to be my pain relief. I'm not on any narcotics at all. It uses my body's own endorphins, and it builds up those endorphins. But it doesn't mean that I'm not in pain. It means that my own body's covering the pain. But it works so well that instead of letting me know the warning signs in advance before I get to that point, that my warning signs are not as clear any longer. I've had to learn what they are now. Like the twinges in my hip. Don't go for the cane. Sit your butt down and relax. Because when I got on at that point, I couldn't walk for a month and a half.
Ouch.
I couldn't stand for a month and a half. Literally. I could not. I was walking like a duck on the ground in order to get to the bathroom. It was hell. And in that moment, I thought that I couldn't do this anymore. I thought that there was, how could I couldn't sing. I couldn't even breathe. I couldn't stand. I couldn't move. I was afraid while I was recording, because I did actually have to cut it out. There were parts where I moved and I screamed in the middle of it. How can you do anything like that, you know? But by the time I was finished with that video, Shannon, do me a favor. Can you find it? It's under my playlist, my Life Goes On playlist. It's called, I've been hiding something from you or something like that. Because by the time I finish the video, I think it's like 6 minutes long. You see me. I can see myself go from being so disheartened to refusing, absolutely refusing to walk away, refusing to give up. And I'm like, I inspired myself in that video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's how I do it, I guess, huh? I just don't give up. I refuse.
You inspire a lot of people, Tommy. This is the thing. Like you're very inspirational in yourself because a lot of the things that you do, you push past your barriers. You push past having disabilities and pain and everything else that you go through. And the thing is, people don't see that. People only see one kind of side of you. They see you
what
on
I don't hide.
Yeah. They only see one side of you, whereas it's the same with me. They see one side that I put out on YouTube. Right. They don't see the side that's at home. They don't see the side where I'm talking one-on-one with you now.
Right.
And that's what
they do, because we're live. Don't forget. Don't put your foot in your mouth.
Yeah.
Don't do what I did. I learned the hard way, so you don't have to.
No, that's what I know that we love. I was just saying, like, you inspire a lot of people when a lot of people see you for being the fantastic person that you are. You're the amazing mermaid lady that everyone loves, and everyone gets excited when they see you. And especially I know Michael and a lot of people are like, "Oh, TJ, we said, oh, Timey Lives. Oh, it's the amazing."
It makes me feel so good. It does. It's
excited.
It does. When people get excited when you walk in the room, Gemma, it feels so good to know that no, never give up. But the thing is too, how do I put this? I don't know how else to say it. I've lived through hell. Literally, I lived in hell for 9 years. I left hell, and that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, bar none. And I will never go back to that ever. We all know that already. That was a very long time ago. We won't say how long. But I'll never go back to that. And I will never, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Justin. Oh, Justin found it. I know if I could survive that and literally survive it and come out better for it, because I did. Yeah. I went in a child. I went in a naive child who was very insecure, and I took some time. It took some counseling. It took some space, and it took me being a cocktail waitress in Atlantic City to realize that I wasn't ugly. I wasn't average. I wasn't boring. It took those things for me to know this, because I'd been brainwashed, literally. But after doing all of the work to get through all of that, I'm not who I used to be, Yeah. And I won't ever be that person again. And I know that I can face any challenge that comes along because I already have survived the worst.
Yeah, exactly. We've both overcome challenges, and that's the thing. Like, we've both overcome burdens put on us, and we've both overcome judgments put on us. And when I first joined YouTube, I was very, very naive. I was very, very scared of what I said to people. And after a certain while, I was like, you know what? I need to stop being this way, because I'm not naive. Yes,
She was right. The social worker was right. She knew that you being here would be good for you.
Yeah.
It has been. I've seen you blossom.
Definitely, 100%.
You were interviewed by the BBC, and you did not let them manipulate you with their questions. That's amazing in and of itself, honey.
Yeah, the BBC, that was a scary thing, because they had quite a lot of questions planned out, and they were like throwing them at me, and I was just like, it took me by surprise. A couple of the questions, they were like, "Oh, we know this could provoke you. We know this could stir up a bit of a debate.
Yeah, we know this, but we're going to do it anyway. You know.
Yeah, so it was kind of, I had to throw my answers out. One question they tried to get me off guard with, they're like, oh, so what do you think about cures or therapies for autism? I was like, well, basically, I disagree with it. I think it's absolutely barbaric. I said, as an autistic person, I said it shouldn't have been mentioned. It shouldn't be advertised. I said, and the people that do advertise this are wrong. That's all I said about it. They're like, oh, why is it wrong? I'm like, I'm not going to debate that right here, right now, because it's not what I want to talk about. And they're like, but it needs to be mentioned. I'm like, yeah.
Proud of you.
if you go onto my channel, you'll find 3 or 4 videos that I've spoken about this subject.
Oh yeah.
Massive.
Yeah. Sorry.
So like, I said, go to my channel. You'll see the videos I've done. I said I've done 3 or 4 videos on the topic. I said I'll explain myself. I've told you why I don't agree with it, and they're like, oh, okay. And then they went to my video the next day, and I think they commented on one of them, and it was like, oh, now we understand it, that we understand that you don't need to be fixed. And I'm like, why ask me that question? Why get me into that mindset in the first place?
Why
it's
not? You're supposed to be a reporter, right? Aren't you supposed to do your research ahead of time?
Yeah, they hadn't done.
You know, like, shouldn't they have done that research before? And here's the kicker too. As a when I was in high school, one of the things I wanted to do was get into journalism. My high school journalism teacher completely turned me off of.
You kept cutting out. It froze.
I know. I'm like, oh no! Oh, it was me. It was me. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you went down for like a minute. I was like,
Hey, Pusha, welcome to the pool, honey.
Hey, Pusha Studios, how you doing? Good to see you, Andrew and Ksenia. Good to see you.
You don't ask a question in journalism unless you know the answer. Period.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah. You're never supposed to ask a question unless you know the answer. So I guarantee you, they knew the answer, and the fact that they said this could trigger you, they knew what they were trying to, and I'm so proud of you for not letting them.
Yeah, because it's not something that I want to debate, and I was like, look, I've done videos on it, I'm not going to get myself stirred up about it because it's pointless, it makes me upset, it makes me angry, that's not what my subscribers want to see, they don't need me upset, and I said, by the end of the day, I've done my opinion, I've said it, and that's where the story ends with it, and they're like, but you're autistic, you should be speaking up more about this. I'm like, yes, I have.
I do.
If you go onto my channel, there's 4 or 5 videos on there, on the subject.
Yeah.
So it's kind of...
I see it this way. And this, you tell me, because it's, this is my opinion. I'm not autistic. I love people that are autistic, but I'm not autistic,
yeah.
I think that there are coping mechanisms that can help you to have an easier life, a simpler life, to get through things. Just like I have coping mechanisms with my fibro. But I don't think a cure is really a thoughtful thing. It's not something that's realistic. It's who you are. It's a part of who you are. It's it.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah.
Do they go around trying to cure, I don't know, assholeness, they haven't found a cure for that yet.
Brilliant.
I'm trying to think of something, they don't cure Down syndrome, right?
No.
They find ways for people with Down syndrome to live full, productive lives through accommodations. They don't cure it, and they don't talk about curing it. It's a ridiculous thought. So they knew what they were doing, though. That I guarantee you, they well researched it. If you're a professional, now I have to say, here in America, and I might piss some people off, but I don't think that there are a whole lot of professional journalists around anymore. It's very rare to find an actual journalist here. There are reporters. There are, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Commentators, that's the one. There used to be a distinction made in the news programs here when I was growing up, and I'm going to date myself a little bit here, I don't care. When I was growing up, journalists were journalists. And then they
Yeah.
had a section that was a commentary section, like at the end of the show, where somebody gave their opinion. There's way too many opinions in the news today. It's
Yep.
not, news is supposed to be you're not supposed to give your opinion. It's supposed to be well-researched. It's supposed to be facts only. It's not supposed to be conjecture. It's not supposed to be rumors. It's just supposed to be facts that have been well-researched, and here's the proof. Here, I have the proof right here. Not somebody calls up and says, hey, I got a news story for you. And they go, okay, what do you say? Okay, I saw this guy, and he said this, and he sounded like this guy, so I think he did this. And then you get on the news and you report it as news. It's not news. That's rumors. You don't do that.
Yeah.
You know, I stopped watching because of that.
Yeah, news is so mistwisted now that over here in the UK, they mistwist so much news that you think is news, and then you hear one side and you hear another, and I'm just like, nope, I'm done. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to get brainwashed by this rubbish. I'm in my own mind. I'm just like, nope, don't need it, don't want it.
If I see it this way, if there's something I can find facts that disprove what the news organizations, facts, not fiction, not somebody's opinion, facts that can disprove what a news organization, because they don't even call it that anymore. What do they call it? Media now? You know, it's like you've even changed your name. You don't even call yourself news organizations anymore. You're media. You know, the news media.
Yeah.
They cover their butt by putting media after it, because media isn't real. Media is entertainment. You know? But if I can find facts that disprove it within an hour of somebody saying it on the news, right there, that shows me that they haven't. I've seen things. Fibro is very misrepresented. Very misrepresented.
Yes.
You know, there was this. Yes, you may flirt with the pool boy. Go for it. Pusha wants to know, and they're having coffee, and they said, wait, let me go back because I forgot you can't see the chat. Joe is dancing with hearts and mermaids. Woo! And Shannon said, oh yes, it's my Echo fam. I don't know if I echoed at all, but I tried. And they said, two beautiful ladies on my screen. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, you know, I mean, we could talk forever, you and I. You know that.
I
There
know.
have been many
Yeah,
times
me and you
where
can talk for hours. We need to have a catch-up phone call. I need to talk to you.
yes, yeah, we do. There are some things that we definitely need to, and there are some things that I wanted to talk to you about. Because I have a unique point of view on some of it, and I would love to share it with you. Hey, E-Waste Mike, welcome to the pool.
Hello, welcome.
He said, hi, Timey, and my love, Gemma.
Hello. I want to just say something to Pusha, actually, if they're still here. I just want to say thank you so much for your ongoing support and to all the stuff that you've done for me on Twitter and everything, because without you guys I wouldn't be here, and I know you've helped me with a lot of the stuff that's gone on recently with me. So yeah, I just really appreciate you, especially Andrew. He's spoken to me a few times, so I appreciate both Andrew and Ksenia. If you're still here, it really means the world to me.
Hey, Mike. Sorry.
Hey, Mike, what's up?
Mike Van Doozy is here also, and he said, Pusha sent me, laugh out loud, I'm working too, but listening. Mike Van Doozy, I believe you're coming to the get-together, aren't you, Mike? I'm excited for this. It's in 2 weeks, Gemma. 2 weeks.
Nice. I'm excited to hear about it.
I have been running on that hamster wheel, like I told you. I still have to put together those locations and see if I can get us discounts at them and put the pricing up so people can choose, like, what do you want? Do you want to tour the old fort, or do you want to go to the winery, or you know what I mean? Like, there's options there, a lot of options, like a real lot of options. I even said, I put a note on the invite. I said, if there's any place somebody specifically wants to go, please tell me, and we'll make sure I get that research in, because I've been running on that hamster wheel. You know, I started doing some artwork.
Everybody, oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know how it's going to come out, but we're working on it.
Oh, nice.
Because, you know, I'm not an artist. This is my artwork right here. Right there. In that allergy way, you know. It's always fun with the allergies kicking in. But Pusha says, thank you. You're a beautiful soul, sweetie, and you are rocking it. Let's see. Let's scroll up for a second because I don't want to miss anything. Eway says, Gemma is my girl.
Hey.
Come on, behave. Get up there. Just a little bit. I don't never go far. The Jamin family loves Gemma. She is such an inspiration. And
Love you, Jerry, brother.
Oh. Pusha's missed the pool boy. They dream about him at night. Blush. Mike's going to try his best to be there, which is awesome.
Then. Oh, there you go. You're back.
Are you ignoring me? Has it been too long? I spread it out a little bit further because he was the first time he came for training, he spammed my Twitch so bad that people were in the chat talking and there weren't a lot, but it was like, bam, it's gone. Nobody can see it anymore. Did I just yell on the mic? I'm sorry. It was like just gone. It just went right off the screen. We couldn't even see it. So just be patient. They'll talk to you in a few minutes, and all of a sudden he'll just dump a whole bunch of information on you too. It's lots of fun because I don't have the timing quite right. But I spread it out a little more. Eway's mic is Michael Murphy.
Yes,
they changed their channel name. Not sure if you knew that.
Yeah, he was in. I think it was in. Oh, who was it? In Gil's stream a couple days ago, he said that he changed it.
Okay.
Yeah. Did catch that? Yeah. Hey, Mike Murphy, how you doing?
I forgot what I was gonna say now. Surprise, surprise, Gemma. Oh, the artwork.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not an artist. I'm not. And I'm not like not in art. I'm not being, what's the word? I'm not being humble like Susan's creative, who says she's not an artist and then does this. I'm going to show you guys in case you haven't seen. She blew me away. I mean, I'm still speechless about this. I'm sorry, Susan, but you took my breath away. You stole it from me, and then you tell me that you're not an artist. It doesn't make any sense for me at all. I gotta find it though.
I think we're all artists in our own way though, because like it doesn't necessarily have to be artwork for you to be an artist. It can be writing.
Well, yeah, but I mean like an artist. Okay, like this.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
She made that for me. She painted that for me.
Susan, that's awesome. Wow.
It's gorgeous. It blows my mind. I looked at that thing. I was like,
that's amazing. Wow.
Speechless, honey. You know me. I'm not speechless. I talk all the time. I didn't even know what to say. I just kept saying wow like you're saying wow. Like seriously. That's all I could say was wow, wow.
That's caught me off guard. I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
I just saw, wow. She's very, very talented.
Yes, she is. And she says she doesn't know how to paint.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of an understatement, Susan.
Yeah, I think I don't think that she's just being humble. I think she really doesn't realize how good she is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that she really needs to know how good she is. Hang on one second.
Definitely. I think we've all got our own artworks and stuff. Like I have my poems and they're very, very basic.
No, they're beautiful though.
I just write them and then edit them with pictures and stuff once I put them to YouTube, but I'm very basic when it comes to artwork. I just use plain paper and write the words on.
But there are people that can't find the words too,
Yeah.
Now me, my artwork usually, wait, where is, I have some of it. Hang on. Where did I put it? It's in this box. This was from New Year's Day, okay?
Okay.
My husband saw this and was like, what is that? And I'm like, it's my drawing. Leave me alone. Pick on me. Okay, wait. This was me picking songs. Hang on. I know it's in here. It's in this box. It's got to be. Unless my husband threw it out. I hope not. Because I was supposed to give it to people. I was going to autograph it for them. It's not in here.
Okay.
Shit. It's not in here. All right, let me check one other spot real quick. Because if I can't find it quickly, I won't keep looking. But hey,
Okay.
Irish train guy, welcome to the pool, sweetie.
Hey, Irish train guy, how you
It's
doing?
a good thing I'm standing up for a minute because my back needs it. It's hatting for setting, I tell ya. Hatting for setting. Yeah, I don't think I have it anymore. Dang it! I drew a picture of Yankee and of Banana and of Budgie.
Okay.
On New Year's Day during the Hangover stream. And
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess because sometimes he cleans up after me, which is not good because he's like, he gets rid of stuff that I want to keep.
Oh dear, that's not good.
OCD, you know, he can't help it sometimes. But yeah, so I drew pictures of them and they were stick figures.
Oh, wow.
And
yeah,
Budgie had a sippy cup because he's always got that sippy cup with the straw. And so who had I'm trying to think. Banana had something. What did I give him? I gave him something, and then I gave Yankee a gun. I'm like, that's Yankee. He's got a gun. They laughed. I was looking for the. I know I dropped it. I couldn't get it. I was looking for the. They were making fun of me that day. They were like, "That's not Yankee." I'm like, "That's Yankee. Can't you tell he's got a gun?" They're like, "That's a gun." I'm like, shit it.
Yeah.
I will autograph them for you, and someday they will be worth lots of money. Don't you know that? But my newest endeavor, I mean, when I did a Susan's Creative did a challenge for people to work in an art medium that you've never worked in before. Okay.
Okay.
And I had these colored pencils I'd never used before, so I did a coloring page. That was my home. And I sped it up. I did it like I filmed it and sped it up real fast so you could see me coloring in all the heart. That was my artwork that day. And then my most recent thing that I need to make something for the background on this new merchandise that I'm working on. The site I'm putting it on is an artist's site. I have to put something that I've made in it. I feel that, you know, even though I don't technically have to, I could take what I have and I can make, because I have licenses for everything that I've got. You know, it's not like I'm doing something wrong. It just doesn't feel right without me doing part of it, you know?
Yeah.
So here is what I've been working on it for 4 days, and this is how far I got, by the way.
Okay.
It's right now, okay, it's really in the works. It's not all the way there, that's for sure. But I'm trying to, hang on. All right, I'll show you with the lines and I'll show you without the lines, because the lines are there to help guide me, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to outline parts of the lines. Okay, this is the lines. I can't tell.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I can see it. Wow, that's pretty.
I'm going to take this away. And you see do you see what it's supposed to be, or what it's going to be? Yeah. It's going to be mermaid scales.
Oh, wow.
And they're going to be the background for whatever, whether it's my merme or the merman, or it could even be I'm going to make a pattern out of it using Photoshop. And then I can make it the background for here we go with the word again, with the verbiage, you know. For the I am more. For that, I can make that as the background for the I am more. I can do an all over shirt with that pattern and put the I am more on the front of it.
Okay.
So that's my idea. That's what I'm working on, and I'll see how far it gets before I go, okay, this isn't working. Let me hire somebody.
Yeah.
Because Fiverr does it for really, you can find people that will do things really affordably, or have a friend do it, you know. Wink, wink, Budgie. I know you're not around, but maybe you'll watch it later. Because I know he does really nice stuff too. But I don't, you know, like I said, I feel like I should at least try first, you know.
Yeah, everybody should try doing some form of artwork or writing. Like, I didn't think I could do poetry until about a year or so ago. And then one day I was upset and my dad's like, try writing the words down. Try writing words down on paper. I'm like, that's stupid. Why would I do that? And my dad's like, no, try it. And I remember getting a blank bit paper, a scrap bit of paper, and I was like, I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I I'm upset. And my dad's like, just write the words down. I'm like, okay. So in big letters, I literally just scratched across the bit of paper like all these words. And my dad's like, now try and put other words with it. And I started writing, I feel this because this. And I'm like, oh, I'm actually quite good at this. Then I wrote it up to my dad, showed him. He's like, you just wrote that in 10 minutes. I went, yeah. And he was like, see, you've got a talent. He goes, try and do another one. And then the next day, I did a follow-up poem to it. I'm like, when that's like, you just wrote 2 in 2 days. I think you know more than what you're letting on. I'm like, no. And then all of a sudden it just clicked in my head. Every time I get upset or stressed or I feel a certain emotion, I'm like, pen, paper, write the words down, connect them, try and fit something else in the middle of the sentence. I'm like, done. And now I've written, in 2 years, I've written 100 and...
Wow. See?
40, I think it is I'm currently at right now, but...
Wow. You do have a talent. By the way, I don't know if you know. I know you said hi to Irish Train Guy, but Irish Train Guy said hi, Gemma.
Okay. Thank you for saying hi. I hope you're doing well, Irish Train Guy. It's good to see you.
She can't see the chat right now, so every once in a while I'm like, oh, wait, yeah, I forgot. You can't see the chat.
Can't see the chat, everybody, so I am acknowledging him in the time he reads them out to me, so I appreciate everybody being here and supporting me and supporting Timey. It does mean the world. And please smash the like button for her and share this out. It really does help the both of us, and she would really appreciate and does deserve the view time as well, so please share this out and help her.
Honey.
I do really appreciate her having me and everybody being here, giving up their time.
And your dad, you've earned your way in. You are being inducted, ma'am. You have earned your way into that list. That's how you did it, by being you. And I love that you are you. And I feel blessed to have gotten to know you. You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's an instant friendship. Like, everyone who I've met via you and Michael and Yankee and, as you say, Banana, John, Budgie, everyone else, it's incredible. We're all a big family, and Poosa and everyone else in the chat, Jamie's show, they've all become my family, and I speak to them, and as soon as I see them, it doesn't even have to be necessarily about an autism topic. I can ring them up on Hangouts about, hey, how's your week? Hey, how are you? And I'm like, whoa, I've got all these friends from America and Canada, and I'm like,
around the world, honey.
Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. But I love it.
It blows my mind. It blows my mind so many times. I'm like, I was bedbound, and you know, I try not to dwell on the bad parts of it, because I'm alive and I'm thankful for being alive, and the fact that I changed my name reminds me on a daily basis that I am so thankful to be alive, you know, and because I know I might not have been had I not known the symptoms, had I not been so proactive in my own treatment, you know what I mean? Had I listened to the one doctor and just and gone, oh, okay, you know better than me, I would have died last year.
Ouch.
That's crazy. Yeah, ouch.
That's scary.
Oh, that was dumb.
You've overcome so much. This is the thing. You are such an inspirational person. Like I said already, like you are a warrior in your own right. Like you've helped so many people overcome the stereotypes of what disability is, what physical health is, and you're just a genuine friend to everybody. You have that infectious personality about you where everyone falls in love with you and everyone loves.
Are you talking about yourself again?
No.
Yes, you are.
And it's just, I love you, bro. Like, I love the fact that when you greet people and you're like, welcome to the pool, and I get mega excited. As soon as I hear you say it, I'm like, yeah, I'm at the pool. It's relax time. I can kick back my shoes and I can relax.
And I want, I love how things have developed, that I love the fact that I don't know what people's musical history is, so I can be surprised. And then some people think I'm going to be surprised, and I'm like, but that doesn't surprise me. And then other people, I'm like I will say the biggest shock for me was absolutely Art of Morbid. Art of Morbid, I was like, what?
Yeah, he's really cool.
That blew me away. I never, ever, ever would have put him in a death metal band. Ever.
No, I wouldn't have done, no.
Ever. You know?
I didn't know that about him. I met Artie Morbid on Lady Borgia last year.
Oh, you have such
He
a
was,
great memory. My God.
yeah,
I'm
was
very
on there.
happy for you with your memory. That means I'm a little jealous and a lot happy for you.
Yeah, I literally met him last year, and I was shocked when I found out about him being a photographer. I was like, what? And then he showed some pictures. I was just like,
He's so talented. Tina and
wow.
Andy Murray just arrived and said hello.
Hey, Tina and Andrew, how are you? Good to see you.
Welcome to the pool, guys.
Hey, welcome to Timey's pool.
Yeah, he blew me away. I was just shocked with him. Everybody else. I've been like, okay, and there were people that thought I'd be surprised, and I was like, I just rolled with it because it was like, okay, I could see that, But him, I could not. No, he got me. But I think it's because I have a certain image of death metal. You know what I mean? And because his hair is always back and you can't see it.
Yeah.
His hair. He literally has a different persona when he goes on stage, and I never would have put him there, never. Mm-mm.
No, I didn't know that until when he's on Lady Borgia and he said about listening to death metal music, and we were both stunned. We were like, what?
Yeah.
And and I was like, I thought he was more of a rock and roll person, because when he said about music, and he was like, oh, I like death metal, I like this, I'm like, oh, I play shoes like rock and roll, man. He's like, no. I'm like, oh, okay. So that kind of blew me away. I was like, okay, I had this judgment in my head of him, and yet that was completely wrong. I'm like, whoa, okay.
Yeah. Well, we know about judging books by its cover, right?
Yes, we do. I don't do many times. Yep.
And I do my best to keep an upbeat, positive attitude, because you have to, because you can't let yourself dwell. But just like everybody else, you have your bad times. I have my bad days. I have days where I want more. I want more. I had a life, and it was a big life, and I was active, and I don't leave my home, but I leave my home. You know what I mean? I leave my home through YouTube, but I don't leave my home physically. And I've had some frustrations and some setbacks lately, and it is what it is, sort of thing. And what gets me through is you guys, is here, is being here, is knowing that I have this, and this to do. So I'm just going to do it, And my husband's like, honey, are you done yet? You've been doing this since this morning. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not done yet. But because just sitting around watching TV for me just gets like, okay.
Yeah, YouTube is more
5 years,
Yeah, I hardly ever watch TV. I'm a YouTube hermit. I will watch YouTube.
I can't get him to absolutely watch, and I love watching. And we watch every week. It's the zombie.
Okay.
Walking Dead. He's right there. He's like Walking Dead. Walking Dead, and then of course there's the one on HBO. Not that one, because the last season that I didn't like. Homeland, yeah, but there's the other one. Isn't it HBO? Come on, everybody watches it. With the walkers, with the White Walkers. What? Game of Thrones. There we go. See?
Oh, yes, I'm a Game of Thrones fan myself.
I love to play the what's the word I'm looking for game. There are shows that I definitely do watch, but then there are other shows I haven't watched in years, and every once in a while I save it for like when I'm not feeling well. I'll sit down in my chair and I'll binge watch. I haven't watched Grey's Anatomy in years, but I have a whole bunch of them saved up, so when I don't feel good I could put Grey's Anatomy on.
Yeah. I must say I like medical dramas like that. I'm more of a House fan. I love House MD, and Hugh Laurie is a immaculate character. He's so witty and funny with what he does and the way he says things. And
I can't believe how when he's not on screen he acts like he's English. I don't understand actors that do that. I just don't get it.
Hugh Laurie is actually British. He
I
comes
love
originally
This
from
Is Us.
London.
I'm only teasing, Gemma. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying he's
I
originally
tease
British. He
because
does
I
have,
can't believe there are so many characters. I love This Is Us, by the way. Pusha was asking. I love that show. That show makes me cry every episode, though. I haven't been in the mood to cry in a while, so I haven't watched it in a while. But when I heard him speak off camera, I was like, he's British? Get the heck out. And then there's Walking Dead. I'm like, all of these actors like to pretend they're British when they're not on camera. Why do they do that?
yeah, I don't get it sometimes. Like, it confuses me. Like, when I start watching American programs, when I started watching Nurse Jackie for the first time, and there was two people in that show who were trying to act British, and I was like listening, going, "What are they talking like that? They're not British. They're Americans. What?" And they're like, "Oh, well, one originally used to be from England." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I looked at one of the actors. I'm like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense now." But every single time I picked up little accents, I'm like, "What? That's totally completely thrown me." I'm like,
Oh, I got you. You can hear their accents when they're trying to act American.
Yeah.
I got you. See, I didn't have a clue. And I watched House for years. I had no idea he was British. None.
No, a lot of people don't. This is the thing. Because he's lived in America for God knows how many years, I think he's got so good at passing as an American that people associate him as an American. And when you actually go online and you read things about him, they're like, "Oh, no, he's British." And you're like...
Oh, you just hear him speak off camera and you know he's British. You know, it's like they're excellent actors is what it is. You have to have excellent acting skills to be able to pull off an accent. I do not pull off accents well. Rachel and I were having fun last week when I was using my horrible British accent and she was using a horrible American accent. But her American accent is much better than my British one because she's going for like that rednecky backwoods one, which is easier to pull off than it is than being my British accent's horrible.
I won't even try doing an American accent because mine sucks. I've tried it and it's not good.
So I do it for fun. I definitely do it for fun. I just realized, holy cannoli, it is almost 4:30, honey. We did it again. We blinked and time flew by.
Wow. Okay.
I guess we should go. I hate to say it, but I do need to take some time to rest today.
Sure.
And I will have to try and work some more on this lovely painting of mine.
Yes, definitely. Thank you very much for having me. It's been a blast. I've had lots of fun.
Such a pleasure having you, honey. And thank you so much for being such an amazing person. And thank you for being such a fantastic community member. I am honored to be your friend, truly. And
you're one of my best friends, Timey. You know that.
I love you, honey. I will be adding you as soon as this finishes well, even before it finishes processing. My problem is last time I tried to add people, I forgot to hit the button that I'm supposed to add them, and then I was like, why? Where are they not in there? Like, I added 10 people. Where are they? And they're not there. Why not? And I was so frustrated. I'm like, what did I do? And then I realized I did it again. I have to stop touching my head. I hit my head so hard yesterday, girl. I saw stars. I bent down to pull up my pants when I was getting dressed, and I hit the bed frame.
I whacked my head on the bed frame.
And wooden. And there's a bruise here that you can't see because there's makeup on it, and there's a big lump on my head, and I was like, I hit hard. I'm like, oh great.
I do that. I do it to the back of my head.
On there good now. Say that again.
To lay down here. I do it all the time. Like when I go to bed, when I go to lay down, and I hit my head on here, and I'm like, ow. So that's why I've got two cushions behind me. I'm like, okay, I can lay back now because I've got two cushions in the way to stop me hitting my head.
You need those pillows there, girl. I do it when I don't expect it. I do it when I hit my head on on the end of the bed, bending down to put my pants on, for God's sake. You know, that's when I'll do it. Or I'll open the cabinet into my head. Gemma.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been an absolute blast.
I love you, my wild one.
Love you too, my wild one.
I will talk to you real soon, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much for everybody coming to the stream. Please give it a like if you haven't done already. Share this out after the stream's been done. And give it a comment.
Wait,
Let everyone know.
I just want to show you guys my widget. I forgot to show it off today.
Oh,
it's not going to count for next time, so you guys know what happens. If you guys know, if you do make a donation, there always has been the ability to make a donation, but you don't really, other than my great gratitude, you don't get anything else. Well, now, thanks to Streamlabs, if you make a donation, you can choose, there's a tab for it, to put a mask on me. And it stays on for 30 seconds, and it's a random mask. So I always like to show it off because I think it's so much fun. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I've got flying hearts around my head.
Oh,
you can't see it,
okay.
Gemma. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I can imagine it. It's cool.
It's flying right there. There's the heart right there. Oh, there are those two little ones. Oh my God, they just landed on my hand. That's so cute.
Aww.
I love those things. They're fun. I'm like, you know what? I want my patrons receive things for being patrons. I want anybody who donates to me to get something out of it other than just my appreciation. So for future, so you know, if anybody ever wants to, you just click the tab in that. When you click the link, there'll be a tab there that, because I couldn't find it right away. That's why I'm telling everybody. There's a tab that says, because I was like, where do they go? I got to be able to tell them. That says mask. And then you just click on that and you can put a mask on me.
Okay.
I love being silly. You know that.
I know. We're all silly. I love being silly. Like,
thank you, everybody, for coming today. Thank you for coming to the Weekend Review. We will have another one next week with another mermazing creator. I don't know if we're ever going to have such an epic creator as Gemma, but we will have another one next week. I promise you that. Have yourselves an amazing week. Don't forget, rock on my wild ones and wild ones unite. And if I can follow my dreams, you surely can follow yours. Get out there and make it mermazing. Bye for now. And this time, I'm actually going to remember to run the credits because I set it all up weeks ago and I keep forgetting to hit the button.
Yeah.
Okay, so for 1 second. Here we go. Okay, this screen right here. That one. And then I have to hit another button. Where